like getting a new teammate back there in the backfield with Saquon Barkley? I know it's only been a short period of time, but what's jumped out to you about him?
Well, been impressed with Saquon. Just just his professionalism, just right off the get-go. I think he's done a good job. Just coming in, studying the playbook, knowing his stuff, having questions. Just being dialed into everything that he's supposed to be doing, and so I've been impressed in that situation, and also just obviously his on the field stuff is impressive. He's gonna make plays and no pads on or anything yet, but just catching the football, being an athlete, and then excited to get the pads on and see what he can do.
Eli, how difficult was it to be around a bunch of rookies for a couple of days and strange experience and go home and you come back, that kind of thing?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed coming in and just especially with the new offense. Just got to get a little jump start, get some reminders on some of the calls and different things, and to get a little come in and just get in the meeting rooms, come in a few days early, and it was pretty light work on the field, but. So I enjoyed coming in, doing that for a few days, and look forward to get starting up for real tomorrow.
Eli, are you excited about what this offense and the personnel in it could do?
Yeah, I am. I'm excited about this team and the opportunities we have ahead of us. Excited about the guys who are on this offense, and the receivers, the offensive line, the playmakers that we have, running backs. So look forward to getting to work and making sure we got there's some good names, and on paper it looks good, but we got to make sure we're doing what we need to be doing on the field.
You feel any added sense of pressure given where you are in your career and what has been added to this team for what seems to be a win now situation?
No, I think there's always in the quarterback. I think there's always expectations, and that hey, no one has higher expectations than I do for myself and this team and what we want to do. So, hey, I see the talent there. You never know, when's going to be that opportunity, or what's that special team where you can make something, make it a special season. And so you don't know, when that opportunity is going to come and how many more you have. So you try to make the most of it each and every year. So I don't think pressure is the right word to use, but I think want to go out there and make something special this year.
What do you expect to be the biggest difference here in this training camp compared to maybe some of your past ones and your past experiences?
I don't think there should be too many differences in training camp. I think it's still a matter of trying to get better every day. All of us in this year, when you have a new offense, you don't always come into a training camp where you have a new offensive coordinator, new scheme that you're trying to learn. Only the third time doing that in my career. So I think there is still a lot to learn, a lot to get everybody caught up to speed and make sure just the timing of things are right. And so every day is going to be there's going to be something we're going to learn. There's going to be mistakes made, but we're going to get better every day. And just the faster we can get everybody on the same timing, the same rhythm, the better we'll be to start the season.
Pat talked about putting the focus on football during this camp to start out. Did that get away from you guys in the past, do you think? And how easy/hard is that to do at this time of year?
No, I think that's always the focus is to keep it on football, and I think it's not. That's not hard to do. I just think there's obviously in every training camp or each year there's going to be different distractions and different things going on that the media want to talk about or get asked about. I think we have to do a good job as a team and certain individuals just keeping our focus on football and getting better, making improvements, and what we need, what we have to do individually to help out the team this upcoming year.
Eli, what does a healthy Odell do for you and this team?
Well, obviously, he's a talent. He's unbelievably talented. He's great at practice and in games, and so just having him back, he brings an energy and an excitement to the offense, and that ability to make you never know when he can make a big play and turn a short pass into a big gain or a touchdown, and so I think just, it'd be great. We missed a lot of time in the spring in a new offense. Just get him back, just running all the plays, running the new routes and new schemes, and getting him up to speed. But obviously, to throw him into the mix of the other athletes and playmakers we have, it's exciting.
Eli, what would be your advice or just perspective overall on how one should handle not jeopardizing their, economic or financial future, speaking of Odell, obviously with the contract not being done, while trying to get on the same page with yourself and the rest of the offense in a new offense, in a new scheme, because that's somewhat of a quandary at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of what we said, just keep the focus on football. That's everybody's mindset, and I think Odell knows he's got to do what he has to do to get ready for this upcoming season, for him to play well, for our offense to be where it needs to be for us to be successful. So hopefully he can do a good job just keeping that focus on doing everything he needs to do to get right for this upcoming season.
Eli, is it fair to say that because you were able to get an early jump on learning Coach Shurmur's tendencies, his philosophies, do you feel that this offense has come to you a lot quicker, a lot easier than maybe the two prior times?
I feel. I think it's a combination of just having been and two offense, three. My third offense now. Just a lot of it's similar plays. It's just it might be called something different, or the coach might want to read it differently. But a lot of it's just kind of learning the terminology, learning protection rules, how to make adjustments, and what protections he likes to get to versus certain looks. So that's probably where the biggest learning curve comes. But I think Coach Shurmur does a great job. Coach Shula both do a great job of kind of having rules and not swaying on those and things, expressing what they like to get to, what they like, and for us to easily get to those things and feel like we have a chance to have successful plays. So I think he does a good job of not overcomplicating things, keeping things as simple as possible, but giving you an opportunity to be successful and be complex enough to attack the defense.
Eli, how much did you feel the pressure last year behind the O-line, and what difference to that end do you feel like Soldier is going to make for you?
Well, I think I've been impressed with Nate, just what he's been able to do. Just his, again, also his professionalism, just coming in, knowing what he has to do to learn the offense, of asking questions, getting that whole offensive line together and on the same page, and just kind of his leadership role for that whole offensive line room, I think will make a difference. And so, I feel good about the group we have in front of us right now, the way they've worked together, the way they've accepted the challenge of being better and playing at a high level and taking pride in kind of that room. And so I'm excited about what they can do and the opportunities that'll give us in the run game and the pass game.
Eli, you've been with Pat for months now. I'm just curious how you would describe, excuse me, the tone he sets really on a daily basis. You spend a lot of time with him, and now going forward, and how does that sync up with how you approach the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think both been around a lot of football. I think see things very similar. I think when he talks about concepts he wants to get to or things he likes versus certain coverages or defenses, it makes sense. He's also he's willing to listen to ideas and talk football and kind of talk about things we've had success with in the past and kind of be willing to try those things. So I think he's been very open, but also has his way of doing things and his philosophies that, but again, they make sense to me and things we've done in the past as well. And so I think we've been on the same page and look forward to this to keep talking to him, keep being around him and Coach Shula, and every day from practice going against our defense, there'll be things that you can learn from, different ideas we can get to prepare us for the season.
Three more guys. What's the expectation for Evan in his second year, and just kind of how do you think he fits in this offense?
Yeah, I think Evan. I thought he had a good. I thought he had a good first year, but I think there's definitely room for him to grow. And that second year, just having coming in, being being comfortable with everything you know, that he's expected to do, and just schemes and, you know, the competition and what, you know, what teams are doing. But I think we'll be able to move him around in different spots, try to get him matched up, and I think he gives you a mismatch opportunity that you got to take advantage of it, and try to put him in different spots where he can, you know, be successful. So I think he's excited about what's ahead of him, and I think he's you know, primed for a good year.
Eli, did you change anything training-wise in the offseason, and how does your arm feel now?
Yeah, arm feels great. You know, I don't think there's ever major changes that you do during the off season. I think over the years there's been little tweaks, and you know, where you kind of get you where you are now, but nothing you know, drastic in that sense. But you know, I feel healthy, feel strong, and you know, feel you know, as good as I've felt, you know, going into any camp.
What kind of stride
Last
does
one, guys.
Shepard made going into his third year? And what do you expect from him this year?
Yeah, same. Sterling. I thought Sterling had a great spring. You know, he's obviously the last couple of years been primarily in the slot. I thought this spring it was great for him, just to get some work on the outside. I think that's, you know, kind of one of the advantages and good things about not having Odell here for the spring is that Sterling got to work a lot more on the outside and get some reps there, and I think that'll be helpful for him just to kind of learn that outside position. You know, he didn't do much of that in college either, so some of it is new, but you know, made some good plays out there, and I think feels more comfortable out there. And so I think, you know, same thing, I'll be able to move him in different spots, move Odell in different spots, move Evan in different spots. You can get a lot of information, and the more those guys can line up in different places, the more stress you put on defenses, and the better we can be. So I think, you know, Sterling, again, you know, has great work ethic. He's a playmaker. It's exciting, fast twitched, and can make some big plays for us.